Welcome back to the SolidCAM Mill-Turn training videos. In this video here, we're going to continue programming of our part features. In this case here, I want to deal with these angled faces on the part itself. So we have to do a couple of different things. So first things first is we don't have a coordinate system that's aligned to that angle of that face. So to initiate a toolpath, I'm going to go again into my profile operation from my 2D tab, Profile. And when we started our project, we had Mac 1 position 1 and Mac 2 position 1 for the main and the sub spindles. I don't have a coordinate system that is tilted to the angle of the face that I want to machine. So from here, I'm going to go into my coordinate system and I'm going to add one to the original. So Mac 1 position 1, main spindle position 1, I want to add a secondary coordinate system for an operation. In this case, I'm going to select an associative face, and I'm going to align the coordinate system to the primary coordinate system of axis 1. That's where the 0 is going to go, and I'm simply going to come out and pick the face that I want to machine at. And then once it's aligned, I'm going to go ahead and accept that coordinate system in. You'll notice how the z-axis snaps itself perpendicular. And remember, your b-axis will auto-align to that coordinate system. So it will rotate the b and the c into the correct orientation to do this. Once I have the coordinate system created, I can then come in and select the geometry that I want to machine relative to that plane. In this case here, I want to grab that edge. And again, because of my chaining options, it's going to chain everything that's tangent at the same Z level. I'm going to go ahead and edit that chain and then just back it up to where I want that chain to stop. Collect this into my toolpath and hit accept and then select the tool. I'm going to use that same 8mm tool that we used on the previous slot operation and then set my appropriate Z levels. The upper level of my cut is going to be 0, with my profile depth is going to be this face. Okay, so I'm going to select that face and associate that with that persistent ID. From here, I can go to my technology tab. I may want to get something out on the screen so we can just kind of look at it and we can kind of evaluate what we've done so far. So what we're going to have is one pass. Let's clean up our leads and links a little bit. So we'll go to our leads and links, maybe come out tangent, maybe come out with a 0.5 mm tangent extension on there and recalculate that tool path. So there might be additional material on the sides. If I were to take this into solid simulation, and if we were to play this, what we're going to see is that there's potentially some material left here on the side that we need to address. So let's account for that. So I'm going to go back up to my technology tab. And here I'm going to tell it that I want to clear the offset. And in this case, I'm going to just say 3mm, start to the outside of that edge by 3mm, stepping in by 3mm, just to make sure that I get it all the way across. And then I might want to give it an additional step down as well. So because I might want to take that in 2 passes, I might want to do that with a 3mm step. Go ahead and recalculate. And so now I've got the toolpath to where I like it. Now we're going to do that transformation like we did in the previous operation on that original slot. So I'm going to take that and transform it around to its other positions. So I'll go to my transformation tab, instigate a 4-axis rotation. I'm going to include the original operation and then give it the additional angles. So from the previous video, we know that those angles are 95 degrees. We'll insert one there. And then I'll also insert one at 190 degrees as well and insert that one there too. Once I have that geometry selected, I will go ahead and hit OK and save. And now I've got tilted machining at those relative positions. So if I take this into Solid Verify, I'll make sure that I like what it's done. So I can see the multiple steps on the sides. We've got some roughing and finish passes to address that. I might want to do a quick compare at the end of that just to see how we're looking. I'm pretty happy with that result. And again, we can take that into machine simulation if you so desire. Thank you for watching this video. We're going to, in the next video, do some drilling and tapping of some features, and then following that, we're going to do some face pocketing and then some additional machining on the main spindle. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.